I am devoted and committed to spending my entire life to teach what pure life means. And that's what I do on a daily basis. I teach people about pure life. So let's start lesson number 1, week number 2, concept number 2, pure water. Hello, this is Dr. C.J. Benkert with Pudavy the Wellness, coming to you live because I'm so passionate and excited to teach you about my new 12 core concepts of living your best, purest, most amazing, joyous, fulfilled life. So I've been on this planet for 58 years, and I have finally put together my years of being on this planet, what I've learned, what I've experienced, what makes sense to me, what's transformed my life, what I think matters in all of our lives, into 12 core concepts. 12 core concepts. Concept number 1, I covered the last 7 days. Pure food. Concept number 2, I'm starting to cover the next 7 days. Pure water. Concept number 3, fasting. Yes. Concept number 4, sugar burning versus fat burning. Woohoo! Concept number 5, earthing. Concept number 6, pure spirit. Concept number 7, diet variation. Concept number 8, proper exercise. Concept number 9, detoxification. Concept number 11, pure heart. Concept number 12, pure mind / constant never-ending learning. Concept number 12. Anybody know what it is? Post in the comments if you've been paying attention and you know what concept number 12 is. Anybody know? Special gift. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Special gift if you know what concept number 12 is. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Concept number 12, prevention / proactivity. All right, this is Dr. C.J. Benkert with Pudavy the Wellness, leading you, loving you, inspiring you, motivating you, encouraging you, teaching you to live your purest, best, most amazing, joyous, healthiest life in mind, body, heart, and spirit by learning and following my 12 core concepts. I am devoted and committed to spending my entire life to teach what pure life means, and that's what I do on a daily basis. I teach people about pure life. So let's start lesson number 1, week number 2, concept number 2, pure water. I posted on my Facebook page a few charts that I'm going to cover today. This is going to be a 10-minute training. Do you have 10 minutes to learn about one of the most important things that need to go in your body? All right. What is water? H2O. That's the molecular structure of water. 2 hydrogen molecules, 1 oxygen molecule, forms a polar bond, or forms a bond. It's considered a polar molecule, which means that it sticks to itself through hydrogen bonds. The hydrogens latch onto each other. It likes to stick to itself, and that's why you'll see bodies of water And the stickiness of water gives it that surface tension so that if you have a raft on top of the water, it just floats. That's why we're able to cruise around on our boats and yachts and things like that, because water has surface tension. All right, so let's just cover some of the cool facts that I researched and looked up, and then I'll talk to you a little bit about what water means to me and how important water is in my practice and in my my journey of helping people live their healthiest, purest life. All right, so let's just cover some water facts. I posted this on my Facebook page. This is a water fact sheet. It's kind of cool. I've got that on my Facebook page. And then if you're watching this on YouTube, you can just listen. So only 3% of the Earth's water is fresh water. 90% of the water on the Earth is salt water. Another interesting fact is water is the only substance found on the Earth naturally in 3 forms: solid, liquid, and gas. That's pretty cool. This isn't very cool. At 1 drip per second, a faucet can leak 3,000 gallons per year. It is kind of cool because we shouldn't have any leaky, drippy faucets, right? If you take a bath, depending on your size bathtub, it takes about 70 gallons of water per bath. But a short 5-minute shower only takes about 10 to 25 gallons of water. I personally love baths, but I don't take a bath every day. Let's see, it takes 7.5 years for the average U.S. residents to use the same amount of water that flows over the Niagara Falls in 1 second. 750,000 gallons of water flow over the Niagara Falls in 1 second. How much does a gallon of water weigh? 8 pounds. And I use that on a daily basis when we're coaching our clients going through our program, because one of the things that we look at when we take you through this amazing nutrition, health, food, transformative program is we look at your water content at a cellular level. We look to see what percentage of water in your body is in your cells. And a healthy human being should have somewhere between 50 and 70% of their water should be in their cells, and 50 to 70% of their weight should be water weight. Okay? So, most people coming in are dehydrated because of the health of the cell. It's not because they're not drinking enough water, and I'll cover this in detail over the next 7 lessons. Today's just an introduction. What's water? What's so special about it? How is it different? But just briefly, I want to explain to you that when you come into my clinic, or if you're a remote client of mine, we tell you what equipment to get at home to be able to test your biomarkers. Speaking of water, test your biomarkers using body composition analysis, bioimpedance, and we actually look at your metabolic age, and we also look at body water percentage. So most people that we test, whether you are a remote client or an in-clinic local client, most people we test are at least, I would say 10 to 20% low in body water percentage. It's not uncommon for somebody to come into my practice and start working with us to get their health back and be somewhere between 30 and 40% water, and it's supposed to be 50 to 70% water. So if you're 20% low in water and a gallon of water weighs 8 pounds, let's say you weigh 200 pounds and you're 20% low in water, 200 pounds, that's 40 pounds of water, 8 pounds per gallon. Your body is, you can test my math skills here, right? Your body is about the cells of your body are lacking about 3 total gallons of water. 3 gallons. And you can't just drink 3 gallons and change from 30 to 50% like that. We're talking about getting your body healthy enough, getting your cells healthy enough so that the water can actually get into the cells. And that takes months. We're lucky if we see a 1% increase in cellular water per week or two. That's like doing really good. So when we take people through our program, it's 40 days to start. We do a fasting mimicking. That's when all the cleansing and the detox and the fat burning happens, those first 40 days. Let's say somebody comes in and they start at about 35% water. If we can get them 2 or 3% higher in that first 40 days, we're doing good. So this is not a get healthy and lose weight quick scheme. This is a scientific, objective, effective, permanent solution that works, but healing takes time. The power that made your body heals your body. Do you know what your body needs? It needs water, and that's why it's my second core concept. Water is essential to life. You can live up to a year, if not longer, without food. Yes, it's been documented in many, many studies scientifically that people have lived way beyond a year. Now, this might be a 400-pound person, but the average person at an average weight can easily live 30 to 40 days without food, but you cannot live more than a few days without water. You can't live more than a few minutes without oxygen, and you can't even live 1 second without proper nerve flow. That's my chiropractic background coming into the lesson today. So if you don't have proper nerve flow, in other words, your nervous system's not turned on, you don't have the living power of the creator of the universe flowing through your veins and through your spinal cord, you're dead. So you can't live even 1 second without proper nerve function, without the vital innate intelligence, God's power that lives in your body and creates life. You can't live 1 second without that. Once that's gone, once you're not conducting any neural impulses any longer, once your heart stops, you're dead. So not 1 second without proper nerve function, and only a few days without water, which is what we're talking about today. And yes, up to 30, 40, 50, 60 days without food. So water is really important. It's essential to life. Let's go over a few more facts of water. Did you know that it takes 1,000 gallons of water to produce 1 gallon of milk? That's pretty sad. Is milk essential for life? No. We're the only mammal on the planet that drinks another mammal's milk. Why do we need the milk from a cow that was meant for a baby calf to gain 1,000 pounds in a year? We don't. It takes, okay, I said that one. We talked about solid liquid gas. Okay, here's 5 more water facts. I posted this on my Facebook page as well. 5 water facts. I already said this. Talks about the 3. Water is unique in that it is the only natural substance that is found in all 3 physical states at the temperatures normally found on Earth: liquid, solid, and a gas. Water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit, boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit at sea level, but 186 degrees Fahrenheit at 14,000 feet. Water is unusual in that the solid form ice is less dense than the liquid form, which is why ice floats. The water molecule, I already talked about this, is sticky because of the molecular structure, so it's considered adhesive, which means water molecules tend to stick to molecules of other substances and of themselves. The density of water means that sound moves through it in long distances. Ask a whale. In seawater at 30 degrees Celsius, sound has a velocity of 1,500 meters per second. That's about 35,000 miles per hour. Wow. Okay, here's the good stuff. This is what water does in your body. So I posted this on my Facebook page as well. Not very good at holding these things up, am I? Water composes 70% of our brain. It helps regulate our body temperature. It helps carry nutrients and oxygen to all of our cells. If you haven't noticed by now, I love cells. It moistens the oxygen for breathing. It makes up 83% of our blood. Water is crucial in removing waste. Remember yesterday we talked about digestion and the colon. Go back to that training if you want to learn more about that. Water helps convert food to energy, so water is crucial to all metabolic processes in the body. Water protects and cushions our vital organs. Fat does too, and that's why you need some fat, but water cushions our vital organs as well. It helps your body absorb nutrients. So we talked in detail about digestion yesterday. That recording has been saved on my Facebook page, and starting today we are posting each lesson that I started a week ago, one lesson per day for the next 90 days in my YouTube channel. Dr. CJ Benkert is my YouTube channel. Water makes up 75% of our muscles. It makes up or composes 22% of our bones, and water cushions our joints. So water is super important. It's very crucial. It's essential to life. It's one of the main elements, right? We've got fire, water, air, and what's the other one? Earth. So water is one of the 4 essential elements. Water is amazing. That's why it's one of my core concepts. So starting today, we're starting the teachings and the education and the information about water. Tomorrow, lesson 2 through 7, just give you a little heads up, and then we'll go ahead and end this training. So tomorrow I'm going to be covering the different types of water. Do you know the difference between alkaline water, reverse osmosis, purified water, bottled water? What the heck does all that mean? If you're drinking water but you're still dehydrated, why? When people come into my practice and they're dehydrated, it's not about drinking more water. It's about getting the cells healthy enough so that the water can finally get into the cells. And I'll talk more about that this week. Lesson number 3, I'm going to teach you about bottled water. I'm going to expose plastics, the effect that bottled water and plastics is having on our earth, the cost of bottled water. And then lesson number 3, which will be on Friday, I'm going to share with you the purified water purification unit that I use in my home. It costs pennies per bottle, and I've saved thousands of dollars over the last 10 years using this purification system instead of having to buy bottled water in the stores. Stop doing that. Make sure you tune in on Friday. Saturday, lesson 4, I'm going to get into detail on cellular hydration, body composition analysis. How do you know that you're dehydrated? Sunday, lesson 5, we're going to talk about minerals. I'm going to talk to you about different types of salt, mineral products. See, if water doesn't have minerals in it, and you're drinking just plain water, with no minerals, the water can't get into the cells. So I'm going to discuss how and why that happens. Monday, our lesson number 6. I'm going to go into detail regarding dehydration, what causes dehydration, what to do about it, and different drinks and foods and activities that accelerate dehydration. And the last lesson, which will be next Tuesday, lesson number 7, I'm going to go into detail about one of the most amazing discoveries in the last 100 years, molecular hydrogen. How you can take a small little blue tablet and drop it in a glass of water and watch it dissolve within a few minutes and drink that water down, and be drinking the most powerful antioxidant water in the world, just with a small little blue tablet. And we carry that product in our practice. So that'll be the last lesson. All right, everybody, post your comments below. Let me know how this is helping you. Give me some love. Let me know that there's somebody out there listening to me and benefiting from these lessons. I want to see your comments. I want to know. Oh, cool! Kia's watching. Thank you, Kia. I want to know what you want to learn more about. But just know that I am here. I'm dedicated to helping you. I'm going to be showing up live every day for the next 90 days. I started this journey September 1st. And tomorrow I'm going to post a story about what happened to me the day I started this journey, and I forged ahead anyway. So stay tuned tomorrow to hear my little story, my in-depth, detailed story about what happened with me the last week. All right, everybody. Peace out. This is Dr. CJ Benkert with Pura Vida Wellness, loving you, supporting you, and encouraging you, leading you and teaching you how to live your purest life in body first, mind, heart, and spirit. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your day, and I can't wait to come back tomorrow and continue teaching you all things health.